Now, freshman year, remember when you started methods of factoring? It took like 2 to 3 weeks to do all that. We did GCF, we did difference of squares, we did quadratics with the 2 parentheses. Okay, put your name on the paper I just gave you. Get off your iPads. You're off your iPad right now, don't need it. Get off your iPads. Look at the paper I just gave you, down at the bottom where it says factoring review, everyone. The paper I just gave you where you see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, down at the bottom where it says factoring review. Okay, I'm going to do this really fast because this is a review from 9th grade. I have them written up here. Factor. Now come on, don't go brain dead on me here. Factoring is like a very important topic. When you factor stuff, isn't the first thing to always check for a common factor and pull it out? I'm going to do this pretty quick. Everybody, check for a GCF. With the GCF, problem A, obviously. Come on, this should go pretty quick, everybody. Howard?
X.
No, not enough.
Or X squared.
X squared's common, right? So now you're writing on the handout here, because this is going to be part of your homework. You factor out an x squared times what? You know, what do you got? Come on, fellas, you did all this. This should all be coming back to you pretty quick. I'm not going to take forever to do this. I'll do a quick review, and then I'm going to give you a few problems. Jimmy.
Quantity of 1 plus y.
All right, that's done. We just took out a GCF. Now, I'll give you the stuff for you to remember. Look at problem B. 2 perfect squares connected with a minus sign. Difference of 2 squares. Perfect squares, you know what I mean by perfect squares. Does anyone remember how you do that? When you factor? 2 perfect squares connected with a minus sign. Look up here. You're going to have 2 binomials. What did we fill in the 2 binomials? Jack?
5a minus 8b times 5a plus 8b.
Right. Look. 5a plus 8b, 5a minus 8b. What goes in there? You just fill in the 2 square roots, one with a plus and one with a minus. Now, Peterson had the minus first and the plus second. That doesn't matter. If you have 2 perfect squares with a minus sign, you should be remembering this now that I'm saying it again. You just put the 2 things, you put the square roots, you're done. All right, let me jump to this G problem. What do you think? Factor. What do you see? 2 perfect squares connected with a minus sign, right? Somebody, give me the 2 things. I just did one. I just did different squares right there. So what's the 2? What's going in there? Do the same thing. Just fill the square roots in there. One with a plus, one with a minus. Come on, fellas, this ain't that hard. Robbie.
X squared plus y squared. X squared minus y squared.
Now watch this. Directions when you factor always factor completely. This isn't done yet. Now you see this one? There's a plus. You can't do it when it's a sum of squares. So you should be remembering this when I'm saying it. When it's 2 perfect squares with a plus, you can't do anything with it. You drop this down. But, look here. That can go some more. Isn't that another 2 perfect squares with a minus? Somebody, go ahead, factor that. You're going to have 2 more. You all did this before. Andrew?
It would be x minus y, or x plus y, and x minus y.
That problem had 2 steps to factor completely. Here, the 8th problem. Is there a GCF here? Absolutely. What's the greatest common factor that can go into both of those? You got to take it out. Ethan.
3x squared y.
Biggest number to go in here is 3. If you got an x squared next to the 4th, use the x squared. There's a y, there's a